Hey guys, hey guys, Brent here. Um, um, I'm gonna might have to fast forward to where I am because I think I lost my place. But that's okay. Not too. That won't take too long. Just bear with you guys. That's a Bridge Too Far. Good movie, but I haven't finished it yet. I have one plug-in for that. Shoot, it was no, it wasn't that. It was not Sea Cleaner. It was a Chrome. It was a Chrome. Was this? I'm gonna try it. It's hidden. They hide your windows. I don't know why they hide your windows. When you want to keep all your windows visible, they hide them on you. I don't know why they do that. They do. They don't let you keep all your windows visible. They hide them on you. Store pages. Yeah, sure. I mean, that's not gonna help. That's not either. Well, anyway. I got a plug in here.
The guy that I killed, I thought that he whispered me, "How can you be Dios bad?" But like, never mind. I got confused.
Okay. Poison.
Oh, there's a red.
Oh, gold chest! Oh my god, I'm gonna
now
kill myself.
streaming on YouTube.
What do you mean you're fighting?
I got a gold chest.
Oh, golden chest. Well, how much did you get?
57.
Oh man, I'll be online, man. Full loot, PvP, sandbox, MMORPG, in where you can create your own story. High risk, high reward. What can I say?
Someone's invading me. You wanna watch?
Yeah, I'm watching.
And this motherfucker posted easy and everything.
Sorry, guys.
No, I didn't. It gives it back.
Oh, there's a red. Yeah. True.
Stupid.
I don't play corrupted. Don't be mean.
Well, then don't talk on them. God.
Shut. Like,
Go back and hurry up, dude. Do it for yourself like you said you could.
Shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
Shut the fuck up.
Stupid.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Don't expose my boy Toxic,
I should
man.
go beat you up.
He's gonna die, dude. He's gonna fucking die so hard.
Yeah, I got on
On
here.
this one.
Oh no, you're gonna lose 66k silver worth of legendary chest loot. No.
No. He gave me 50k out of the box, so it already paid for my set.
Oh, Sky Tarkov?
Is he stupid?
See what he's using? I don't know, inspect him. Oh, Bearpaw, switch to Grudge. Okay, never mind, you didn't even switch. Can you reset? I'll just fight.
What is
And he
Look, you're killing yourself. You're killing yourself. Oh my god.
dead. He is dead, dude.
You guys are talking too much, bro. I can't concentrate at all when all I hear is ice block, ice block, ice block, switch.
So basically, next time you should have inspected him.
No, I was trying to root him inside the...
You actually pet Pega, man. You killed yourself.
I mean,
No, I
His
just
helmet-
couldn't focus, I swear.
His helmet deals damage to you every time you attack him.
I mean, he's a dumb fuck.
So every time you auto attack or use ability, that helmet kills you. It's perfect helmet for newbies because they just kill themselves. It makes the life way easier, you know.
Yo, Big, do you seriously think he knows that?
I don't know. Like if he doesn't know, that's fine because no one uses it anyways.
Normally I use Guardian.
Nah. So like tip, maybe you already know this. I might make you angry. You always inspect before you fight.
No, I know, but the thing is I needed to be able to get him in that, I thought he was stupid and he was going to jump in it, and he did, but I couldn't get him in it because it was going the other way.
Versus Beerpot, you can also try using your ice block to
Oh,
iPhone
chest.
Z.
Oh
But
my
when
god.
he
I
so his helmet is like a debuff. What do you mean wait it out by using your ice block?
got a gold chest.
Oh, golden chest. Well, how much did you get? The helmet is called Cultist Cal, and when he applies debuff on you, you'll see like a red aura.
PvP
It's kind of hard to notice, especially when you use Mercy Jacket because you turn all red. High risk, high reward. What can you say?
Stitcher.
Someone's invading me. You wanna watch?
You can always see it under
Yeah,
your
question for you, question.
And this motherfucker posted Z and everything.
Sorry, guys.
No, I didn't. It gives it back.
There's a red. True.
Stupid.
It's fine. How much your build cost, by the way?
Are you allowed
60K.
to post your
60k. Oh, that's actually you made profit, right?
a link
Yeah.
to your stream on the general channel of the Albion Discord server?
Yeah, next time I'll shut up. Sorry, dude.
Riding horse? No, I don't care. I just couldn't focus.
Oh, there's a red one shot, and sadly,
too much.
wait, there's many reds. What the hell? What are these reds doing?
They're trying to get, yeah.
Oh, they're ganking. Okay, they might be killing the guards for like if they. But yeah, these are gank at 100%. This guy is transporting stuff. If like gankers kill a juicer, I believe.
Watch this video, man.
Okay. Where's the corrupted engine? Man?
There it is.
Then don't talk on them. God. Go back to dude.
I never did that.
Do it for yourself like you said you could.
Shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
Stupid. Fuck up, bitch.
Don't expose my boy Toxic.
She
Man.
gonna beat you up.
He's gonna die, dude. He's gonna fucking die so hard.
Yeah, I got
On this one.
Oh no, you're gonna lose 66k silver worth of legendary chest loot. No.
No. He gave me 50K out of the box, so it already paid for my set.
Oh, Sky Tarkov?
Is he stupid?
See what he's using?
Okay.
I don't know, inspect him. Oh, Beerpot, switch to Grudge. Okay, never mind, you didn't even switch. Can you reset? I'm just fed.
What?
I imagine
Look, you're killing yourself. You're killing yourself. Oh my
he's
god.
dead. He's dead, dude.
You guys are talking too much, bro. I can't concentrate at all when all I hear is ice block, ice block, ice block. Switch.
So basically, next time you should have inspected him.
No, I was trying to root him inside the.
Why is it playing? There's God.
You actually Pepega, man. You killed yourself.
I mean,
No, I just couldn't focus. I swear.
His helmet deals damage to you every time you attack him.
I mean, he's a dumb fuck.
So every time you auto attack or use ability, that helmet kills you. It's perfect helmet for newbies because they just kill themselves. It makes the life way easier, you know.
Dude, yo, big, do you seriously think he knows that?
I don't know. Like if he doesn't know, that's fine. Because
There, it's gone. It's off. Good. Oh boy. All right. Oops. Shoot. Come on. Don't move on me. Red. Oh. Breathe in. Zero 005. Humorous versions part 5 live. Paste. Now playing starting soon. The ESPHV Part 2 on and save. It's been going on for 10 minutes. I haven't started yet. Shoot. It's no. Oops. Shoot, I call it something different. I call it 106 when it's 107. Oh well. I forgot to change the date. Gotta see. Edit. One 07 there. So they don't know it's, so they know it's not 106. They don't think it's yesterday's. Okay. Now I gotta get it ready. Oops! I didn't even know I did that for. Okay. Home. Oh, shoot. Okay, let's see. Got to. It says 0 viewers. It's 14 viewings. There's 0 viewers. That makes no sense to me, but well. It says right here it's 14 people viewing. Here it says 0 viewers, so I don't understand that. They must see incognito. So let's do it. Now, let's see. Gotta get it out. Star Wars movies and shows. I'll have to fast forward a lot. About a half hour. Fast forward first. Uh, Once at a time. Really quick, fast. Please, people, I'd appreciate if you would sign up and post for my site. If no one posts, no one else will either. So if you people post, other people will. Think about it. That's not where it's supposed to be. Come on, hurry up. Why is it going so slow? Because it's got so many stuff open right now. Got so much stuff open right now. That's why it's taking so long. Before I get down here. Here it is. Movies and shows. Stop moving. Stop moving. Stop moving. Stop moving. Hold still. Trailers and reactions. Films. Showing 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 3. Here's the number starts out. No installment error. Alright, plug in. We got one for here. So There it is.
AVV umpire strikes out. ESBHV complete. Brent Koivu Polo 888. Administrator. Posts 2135. Study 3600. Brent Koivu Polo 808. July 9th, 2021 at 2:08 a.m. That it's all coming back to me. There were things I'd never do again. Intergalactic, planetary, intergalactic. The humorous versions. To piss it off even more. Fighters, along with a whiny little. An Imperious cruiser glides to space, releasing several pods. Marcus Echo 3 to Echo 7. If you want me, I'll be in the hot tub. Marcus freezes as he hears a low growl behind him. Int. General Rikkan looks up from a console at Han's approach and frowns. Rikkan, there's a price on your head? Hans, yeah? Rikkan, really? How much? Hans looks up suspiciously at Rikkan. Hans, why? Rikkan, no reason. Well, you want to try to leave, be my guest. Hans starts to rush out of the command room, but stops at the entrance. Unable to resist, he glances up at Lee. She is glaring daggers at him. Hans, bye. He bolts out of the room. Liz, Hans. She runs after him. Int. Rebel base ice corridor. Hans is running down the hall as fast as he can. Liz, Hans. Hans stops dead in his tracks. Cringing, he turns around. Hans, yes? Liz, I thought you had decided to stay. Hans, I decided. Don't you mean you decided? Liz, I decided. I don't know what you're talking about. Hans, what? Every time I try to leave, you threaten to beat the crap out of me. Liz, and what makes you think this time is any different? Hans ducks behind a crate. Hans, look, why don't you let me go? I'm not helping here. Liz, no, you're a great help to us. You're a natural leader. Hans stares at her. Lee begins to shift uncomfortably. Liz, you are. Hans, wait a minute. He gasps, you've got a crush on me. Liz, I do not. Hans, then why are you following me? Liz, because. Hans, I knew it. He dashes down the corridor, singing, Lee loves me. Lee loves me. Liz, damn. She slams her fist into the wall. The wall shudders before a huge mound of snow falls on top of Lee. SCO-5 int. Rebel base main hangar deck. Rebel troops rush about unloading supplies and otherwise securing their new base. There is water dripping everywhere due to the melting ceiling. Hans dismounts his bonbon. His cookie co-pilot Chunky is working on the ship. You'll see, we'll be out of here by morning. Chunky shakes his head as Hans walks off. Int. Rebel base, another ice corridor. R2D2 is rolling down the corridor with C Stinkio walking beside him. We're going to get in trouble. Rebel base main hangar deck. She's been tying. Hans, she's not here, is she? Stinkio, no, sir. She's wondering about Master Marcus. He hasn't come back yet. Hans, tell someone who cares. Stinkio, but sir, she was quite insistent that we. A piercing shriek fills the cavern, rumbling the walls and filling every man's heart with dread. Hans, what the hell was that? R2 beeps something. Stinkio, oh dear. She found the clothes. Hans, what clothes? A door at the far end of the hangar bursts open. The rebels in the area take one look and run away in fear. Lee is standing there quivering, a silken designer dress clenched in one fist and a pair of Italian shoes in the other. Liz, WHO did this? Her eyes fall on Hans. Liz, you. Hans, no. I was going to find Marcus. Really? Lee slowly begins stalking forward. Hans pales, then runs for the nearest bonbon. He leaps on and spurs it towards the exit. Liz, get back here, you asterisk. Your bonbon'll freeze before you reach the first marker. Hans, then I'll see you in hell. At least it's warm there. Cut to Hans, riding in the snow. He suddenly dismounts, approaching his community of Eskimos and penguins. Hans, you seen this man? Eskimo, fish. You buy fish. Hands, no, I want to know if you've seen this man. Take a look at the picture. Eskimo, fish. I sell, you buy, okie day. Hands, didn't you hear me? I don't have time for fish. Ooh, is that ice cream? Several hours later, Hans appears from an igloo, stuffed and walking towards his lizard. He gets on it only to see it's died of exposure. Swearing incessantly, he resumes his search for Marcus, dragging the lizard along behind him. SCO8 int Wampa Cavern Desk. The Wampa sits growling and eating parts of Streetwalker's bonbon. Streetwalker hangs from the ceiling. Suddenly, the soundtrack. He stabs the advancing Wampa in the eye, then cuts its arms off. WUMBAH, subtitled, You Hit Me, Idiot. So anyway, he crawls outside and falls over in the snow. The cave collapses, sending a blast of snow and ice shooting out of the cave mouth across the plains. When all the snow settles, all we see are two legs sticking up out of a drift, kicking wildly. Eventually, Marcus is able to pull himself out. Marcus, oh man, it's freezing out here. Good thing I have my survival kit. He pulls a heavy case from his back and opens it. Marcus, what the hell? It's full of sand. He starts digging frantically through the sand. His fingers find something, and he yanks it out of the case triumphantly. It is a piece of paper with the word gotcha on it. Marcus, asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. He seems to have lost all his energy. A glowing figure appears in front of him. Ghost, Mark. Mark. Marcus bin. Ghost, Mark. There's always a bigger fish. Whack. Obu and McNoby, be gone, this is my movie. Go away. Go on, I don't want your stunted slime in my sight again. Eli gone, don't talk like that to your master boy. A whacking fight ensues with Lee gone disappearing at the end. Obu and good riddance. Where was I? Oh yes. Clears throat. You will go to the Dagloba system. There you will learn from Yoga, the Jedi Master who instructed me. Marcus, I thought Lee Gon was your master. Whack. Obu and credits will do fine. Marcus, heart. Obu and credits will do fine. Marcus, what? Whack. Obu and disappears, leaving the unconscious form of Marcus in the snow. Irvin Kirschner cut. Let's try that again, people. Last edit December 5th, 2021 at 12:17 p.m. by Brent Koivo Polo 888. Love as Sacrifice. Brent Koivo Polo 888. Administrator. The Rise of Skywalker, Revenge of the Sith, The Empire Strikes Back, Solo, Rogue One, Clone Wars 2008 greater than 03. Posts 2135. Member is online. July 15, 2021 at 1:19 a.m. Post by Brent Koivo Polo 888 on July 15, 2021 at 1:19 a.m. SCX'd. Hot Snowdrift Desk Take 2. Hey, wait a minute. It was night back at the hangar. Now all of a sudden it's dusk again? What the hell's going on? SCX'd. Hot Snowdrift Night Take 3. That's better. The jagged face of a huge ice wall sits gloomily in the dim twilight of a hot day. Marcus hangs upside down, ankles frozen into stalactites. Or is it stalagmites? Damn, I can never remember which it is. Anyway, his feet are encased in solid ice. Don't ask me how. A snarling sound draws his attention further into the cave where the ferocious Wampa is tearing apart a carcass faster than Sally Struthers attacks the turkey at Thanksgiving dinner. The cub is nearby, batting something across the ice and chasing it. When it notices Marcus is awake, it grabs its new toy and trots over, tail wagging. Marcus, no, shoo. No, I can't play right now. Look, He stops talking as the cub drops the object in its mouth. It is his lightsaber. Marcus, what the? He looks at the cub and smiles, good boy. You wanna play? Heart? Wanna play? The cub, hearing the cheerful tone in Marcus's voice, grabs the lightsaber and brings it over, tail wagging furiously. Marcus, that's it. Good boy. Now come on, give me the saber. Come on. Give me your toy. That's right. Come on, give me the toy. The cub gets close enough for Marcus to reach out and grab one end of the lightsaber. The cub takes this as an invitation to play a game of tug-of-war. Marcus, no. Bad Wampa. Drop your toy. Come on, drop it. Drop it. The mother Ice Wampa, hearing the noise, looks over at Marcus. Seeing him messing with her kid, she growls and begins walking towards him. Marcus, please. Come on, drop it. The cub's grip loosens for a split second and Marcus is able to yank the saber out. Igniting it, he cuts through the ice above him, freeing his feet. He falls to the ground in a heap, only to jump up and start running around in a panic when he realizes his boots are on fire. The cub chases after him, nipping at his ankles and yipping joyfully. Marcus, hot. Hot. Ho-ow. Stop biting me. As he dances around, his lightsaber, which is still ignited, accidentally cuts through one of the stalagart, one of the ice columns holding the cave up. There is a sharp crack and the entire cave groans. Marcus, bro. Marcus trudges through the blasting snow. He trips and falls face first onto the ground. Lacking the energy to pick himself up, he lies there. Marcus lies face down in the snow, nearly unconscious. The sound of dogs barking rise above the sound of the wind. The Stomp Trooper rides by on his husky sled. Stomp, teeth chattering, must find rebels before armor freezes to skin. One of the dogs starts sniffing Marcus. Stomp, bloody dog, stop sniffing that poor man. We need to get going, the rebels could be anywhere. He rides off, still grumbling. Streetwalker is left in the snow, alone again. Yeah, and how that store trooper finally finds the rebel base. A saga in and of itself. He's just riding along, then bonk. Hey, where's this metallic obstruction resembling a shield generator come from? Stupid natural outcroppings. Hey, look. Footprints in the snow. Rebel activity. Voiced Marcus. Marcus. Marcus Bin. Voiced there's always a bigger fish, Marcus. Whack. Bin, get the hell out of here, be gone. This is my movie. You didn't even disappear when you died. Elagon, don't speak to your master like that. Bin, you're not my master anymore, be gone. Why do you keep bugging me? Elagon, I must do what I think is right, of course.
I was eating because I was stressed out.
Bin, and get some new lines. Lee Gon glares at Bin, rubbing his cheek, and reluctantly fades away. Bin cues and resumes a stern demeanor. Bin, you will go to the Dagloba system. There you will learn from Yoga, the Jedi Master who instructed me. Marcus, but didn't you just say that other guy was your master? Bin, waves his hand, credits will do fine. Marcus, what? Bin waves his hand again, these aren't the droids you're looking for.
No. Sound, get off
Marcus,
heart,
whack. Bin fades away, revealing hands, grunting as he drags his bonbon across the desolate snow plain. Hands, stupid, good-for-nothing snow lizard. Don't know why I oof. The last is said as he trips over Marcus. Hands, hey, buddy, what's the big idea, Marcus? I'll be damned, I actually found you. Marcus, mumbling, Bin. Hands, hang on, kid, I gotta get you warm. Marcus, credits. Do fine. Not looking. These droids. Hands, hey, a bright saber. I always wanted to play with one of these.
Started new.
He ignites the saber and starts swinging it around Briz. WRVVZ zap. One of his swings slices open the bonbon's belly. Hands, oops. Hey, wait a minute, there's something in there. He reaches in and pulls out a boot. What the hell did they feed these things? He reaches back in and pulls out a mangled umbrella, somebody's wallet, a deflated inner tube, a bottle of SPF 15, and a child sand bucket. Hands, what? There isn't a beach for light years. He looks down at the items, and suddenly he face lights up as he looks at the bucket. Hands, wait a minute. Last edit, September 9th, 2021 at 8:38 a.m. by Brent Koivopolo 888. Love is sacrifice. Brent Koivopolo 888. Administrator. The Rise of Skywalker, Revenge of the Sith, The Empire Strikes Back, Solo, Rogue One, Clone Wars 2008 greater than 03. Posts 2135. Member is online. July 21st, 2021 at 7:01 p.m.
The copyright set for 2 seconds.
Post by Brent Koivo Polo 888 on July 21st, 2021 at 7:01 p.m. Ext. Hot outside ice hangar, dusk. R2 is standing in the falling snow, beeping softly. He has a small sensor dish extended that is rotating back and forth. Stinkio walks stiffly over to him. Stinkio, you must come along now, Arto. There's nothing more we can do. R2 beeps a thoughtful response. Stinkio, don't say things like that. Of course we'll see Master Marcus again. And he'll be quite alright. R2 makes an electronic snort. Stinkio, what do you mean? At least he's got plenty of sand. What are you talking about? R2 whistles nonchalantly and begins to roll off. Stinkio, come back here, you stupid little short circuit. Int. Rebel base main hangar deck, entrance night. A rebel lieutenant moves to Major Darling, an officer on watch. Rebel, sir, all patrols are in. Still on contact from Streetwalker or Solo. Darling, sweet. Another 5 minutes and we can close the door. Princess Lee is pacing angrily between two crates. Stinkio approaches with Arto. Stinkio, Mistress Lee, R2 says he is unable to pick up any life signals, although he does admit his range is far too weak to break out the champagne just yet. Major Darling walks up. Darling, alright, we've waited 2 hours, so it's fair to assume they're dead. I think we can close the doors now without legal repercussions. Let's do it. The doors slowly begin to close. Liz, what do you suppose the chances are that they're still alive? Darling, well, a couple of the boys have got a pool going. Right now they're giving 725 to 1 against. The doors close with an echoing boom that reverberates through the cavern. Chunky howls pitifully and runs over to the door, scratching and whining. Liz, damn. Why does he always have to go out right after we close the doors? Ext. Hot snowdrift gone. Snub-nosed snow speeders speed across the scintillating, sparkling snow. Say that 5 times fast. Zen. Alright, boys, fan out. Remember, each corpse is worth 100 credits. 500 if you find them both. Hubby, what do we get if they're alive? There is a brief pause, then all the pilots burst into laughter. Hubby, I almost had you guys, didn't I? Zen, what if they're alive? Man, that's a good one. His console beeps, holy asterisk asterisk asterisk. Deck, what? Zen, you're not gonna believe this? I'm picking up something. Not much, but it could be a life form. Hubby, okay, nobody panic. Even if one of them survived, there's no way they both did. Zen, right. They'd have to have some sort of shelter, oh man. I don't believe this. As the snow speeders fly over the plains, they approach a shelter built in the middle of nowhere. It's a giant sand castle. The radio crackles with an incoming transmission. Hans, morning. About time you lazy bee asterisk stards showed up. Zen, asterisk asterisk asterisk. Echo station, this is Rogue 2. I got some good news and some bad news. Hans, and get a medical team down here. Marcus is still alive. Zen, cancel that Echo station. There's no good news. Int. Rebel-based medical center. Robot surgeons attend a massive electronic equipment. Marcus is submerged in a Bacta tank, thrashing about in delirium. Hans is talking to one of the medical droids. Hans, so you think he's going to be alright? Droid, yes, sir. He is recovering nicely. Wait a minute. The oxygen level in his bloodstream is dropping rapidly. It's almost as if, hey, what do you think you're doing? Get away from those knobs. Hans looks over to see R2 messing with Marcus's oxygen supply. R2 squeals and runs away. Int. Rebel-based medical center, recovery room. Marcus lies in a bed, weak but smiling. His face shows terrible wounds from the Wumpa's attack. Stinky oath, Master Marcus, it's so good to see you fully functioning again. R2, fweep fizzle deedle doo. Translation, you win this round, Streetwalker. But your flunkies can't protect you forever. Marcus, what did he say? Stinky oath, that it's. Good to see you. Functioning again. Hands and Chunky walk in. Hands, hey, you're looking better. In fact, you look strong enough to pull the ears off a Gundark. Marcus, what the hell's a Gundark? Hands, you know, one of those things. The ones that have ears that are really hard to pull off. Marcus, you made that up, didn't you? Hands, did not. And remember, that's two you owe me now. Marcus, fine. Whack. Whack. Marcus, there. All paid up. Hands, ow. The door opens, and Princess Lee enters. Hands ducks behind a crate. Liz, oh, calm down. I'm just here to see how Marcus is doing. Hands, really? Sure you just don't miss me? A flying object nails him right between the eyes, ow. Liz, I never miss. Especially not you. Chunky starts rolling around on the floor laughing hysterically. Hands trying to stop his nosebleed, laugh it up, fuzzball. But you didn't see us in the South Passage. She expressed her true feelings for me. Another flying object between the eyes, ow. Stop doing that. Liz, well, I guess you don't know everything about women yet. She leans down and kisses Marcus full on the lips. A few audience members who haven't seen ROTJ start cheering and are immediately beaten up by the other audience members and sold into slavery. Several seconds pass and Marcus and Lee are still locked in a passionate kiss. Aranto from Patootie passes in front of the kissers, blocking the action from the audience, and the ghost of Bin there McNoby appears to Marcus, giving him a stern look. Bin v. Oh, hey Marcus. Marcus v. Oh, Bin. Bin v. Oh, no, Gandhi. Who else talks to you like this? Marcus v. Oh, I'm a little occupied right now. Couldn't this wait? Bin v. Oh, no. Look, you gotta stop wasting your time here and get your end over to Dagloba. Marcus v. Oh, look, old man, do me a favor and get lost. You're just jealous because you're dead and I'm getting some. I got an all-drained girlfriend now, and in case you haven't noticed, that's a pretty rare commodity. What do you think about that? Pause. Marcus v. Oh, that shut him up. Pause. Bin v. Oh, hey numbskull. Marcus v. Oh, what now? Bin v. Oh, you realize you're Frenching your sister? Marcus v. Oh, whatever. Bin v. Oh, I'm serious. Whack. Bin v. Oh, ow. Eligon v. Oh, you're not supposed to tell him that. Even I know that. And you. Stop kissing her, for God's sake. Whack. Marcus snaps out of the kiss. Hands and Chunky and staring with their mouths open. Lee clears her throat, straightens, and walks out the door. Hands, I know I should feel jealous. Yet for some reason I just feel really, really sick. Int. Hot Rebel Base Command Center. RIKKAN looks up grimly from a console screen. He calls over Lee and Hands. RIKKAN, Princess. ... We have a visitor. Liz, if it's about my credit card bill, I'm not here. RIKKAN, no, I mean we have a different kind of visitor. Here, listen. A controller turns up the volume and a garbled transmission is played over the loudspeakers. It sounds like a lot of dogs are barking in the background. STOMPTROOPER, faintly, hello, can you hear me? This is Stomptrooper THX 1138 to 3,263,827 with an urgent message for Imperious Command. Message is as follows, I'm cold. I'm really, really cold. Get me off this godforsaken planet. End message. Stinky oath, sir, I am fluent in over 6 million forms of communication. It could be an imperial code. Everyone stares at Stinky O. Hands, you didn't understand that? What kind of interpreter are you? Stinky oath, well, hopefully, I speak Ewok. Whack. Hands, like that'll ever come in handy. Come on, Chunky, let's go kill whatever it is out there. Ext. Hot snow plains, day. The Stomptrooper is shaking so hard his armor is clattering. Hands cautiously pokes his head over a ridge and the trooper spots him. Stomp, oh thank God. Please help me. I surrender, unconditionally. Chunky sticks his head up over the ridge behind the Stomptrooper and chucks a bottle of steak sauce at him. The Stomptrooper looks at the sauce dripping down his chest and then at the drooling dog team. Stomp, bro. The dogs pounce on him. Suddenly, the Stormtrooper blows up. Didn't see that one coming, did you? Int. Hot Rebel Base Command Center. LeonRIKKAN listen intently to the comm link. Hands over comm, afraid there's not much left of it. Liz, what was it? Hands, Stormtrooper with a dog team. I didn't hit it that hard, the guy writing this must have a really sick mind. Liz, it's a good bet the Empire knows we're here. RIKKAN, why? Liz, because we have to have a plot. Ext. Space Imperious Fleet. 5 Imperious Starwhackers sit in the vastness of space, dozens of smaller bow TIE fighters darting about them. The Imperial March blares from the speakers. With a flourish of trumpets, the camera pans down to reveal nothing. GL, I said pan up. Cameraman, sorry. The camera quickly pans up to reveal Darth Vacuous supersized Star Whacker. For only an extra 59 credits, the trumpets belatedly hit the high note again. Int. Darth Vacuous supersized Star Whacker, bridge main control deck, section of row 15 seat 5J. Darth Vacuous, Lord of the Sith, surveys his fleet from the bridge. Taped to his back, faded and torn, is the kick-me sign. Captain Piet hurries up to the squat, evil-looking yet handsome in a rugged sort of way Admiral Nozzle. Piett, Admiral Nozzle. Nozzle, really? What a coincidence, that's my name, too. Piett, No, Admiral, it's me. Captain Piet. Nozzle, yes. John, isn't it? What's up, old chap? Piett, I think we may have something, sir. The report is only a fragment from a Stormtrooper in the hot system, but it's the best lead we've had. Nozzle, Stormtrooper. I thought we were using probe droids. Why am I always the last one to find things out around here, Ted? Piett, well, we ran out of them, sir. Nozzle, ran out of what? Piett, probe droids. Nozzle, well then send out some Stormtroopers. Come on, Steve, do I have to think of everything around here? Darth Vacuous comes up behind them. Vacuous, you have something? Nozzle, I do. Pats his pockets in confusion. Okay, I need a hint. Is it bigger or smaller than a bread box? Piet rolls his eyes and shows Vacuous the footage of the Stormtrooper *****ing. Vacuous, so. Piett, well, that's it. Vacuous, where's the proof? Piett, starting to sweat, well, Nozzle, that's it. That's the system. Vacuous and Piet look curiously at him. Vacuous, are you sure? Nozzle, sure as I am of anything, Bill. That's the system. And I'm sure Streetwalker is with them. Vacuous rolls his eyes behind his mask. Piet throws him a come on, just humor the old fart look. Piett, gently, Admiral, there are so many uncharted systems. It could be smugglers, it could be. Nozzle, smugglers, you say. I had an uncle who was a smuggler. At least, we thought he was a smuggler. Always talking about spice. Of course, he claimed he was a chef. Had to turn him in. Terrible story, Tom, just terrible. What were we talking about again? Captain Piet pauses in the act of lifting a hip flask to his lips. Piett, rebels, sir. Nozzle, yes, rebels. They're in a hot system. Unless, that's what they want us to think. Eureka, that's it. Matt, what's the coldest system around here? Piett, the hot system, sir. Nozzle, really? Strange weather in this part of the galaxy. Must be El Nino. That settles it, Ken. We're going to the hot system. After all, we have to have a plot. Vacuous has been raising his hand for the famous choke move thingy, but he stops at the Admiral's last words. Vacuous, I'll be damned. I think he's onto something. Set your course for the hot system. Hint. Hot Rebel Scum Base Transport Bay. The Rebel Scum captain issues instructions to 2 of his lackeys at the entrance to the main transport complex. Rebel Scum Captain. I don't know what you kids have heard, but rest assured, when the S*** goes down, I ain't gonna be nowhere around, you hear what I'm saying? Lackey 1, man you ain't got to tell me twice, homeboy. You know I got my S*** together. My starfighter fueled up and ready to go. I can't believe that Broad Lee wants us to fight off the whole Imperious fleet. Is that BCH crazy? Lackey 2, kiddo, why do you even care? If that girl wants to go down with the sinking base, that's on her. The Imperious forces is gonna come down on us like hard rain, destroy everything in its path, kill all men, women and children. Rape all farm animals that we have stationed here. Violate our protocol droids in a sacrilegious and filthy manner. And do you know where I'm gonna be when all this is happening? Lackey 1, where you gonna be at, you lackey? Lackey 2, while he's snickering, I'm gonna be resting comfortably at home. And just in time for cornflakes. Int. Hot rebel scumbase main hangar deck. Alarm sound. Troops, ground crews, circus performers, White House senators and droids rush to their alert stations. In the midst of this tension-filled activity, Hans does some frantic welding on lifters of the Millennium Bug. Hans finishes his work and speaks to his EO pilot. Hans into his comlink. Okay, that's it. Try it. The sight of small explosions rock the area where Hans is at. Hans, oh, shish asterisk, turn it off. Chunky. Turn it off. I'm on fire. Oh God help me somebody. An officer goes to get the fire extinguisher and rushes to put out the fire. He shoots the foam at Hans but misses him completely. Meanwhile, Hans is still burning. He stumbles and falls off the ship. Officer, damn. I think I need to get some glasses. The officer rushes to the area where Hans is and finally sprays him with the foam, putting out the fire. Hans is laying still on the ground. Hans, struggling to speak coherently, will somebody please get me some help? I seem to be in quite a lot of pain. Officer, sir, are you okay? Hans, my entire body is burned beyond recognition, with smoke coming out of my skin. What the asterisk? Do you think, heart? Do you think I'm okay? The officer pauses for a long moment. Hans, struggling to move but still wincing in pain, answered me, you retarded bow D. Do you think I'm okay? The officer motions like he gonna answer but he remains still. Hans, never mind, just please go, and get help in the medical center. Oh God, the personal problem, it's returning. Officer, I think I better go and get you some help, sir. Hans, still mumbling while he's feeling himself, oh God. The personal problem. Int. Rebel scum-based medical center. Marcus dresses in readiness for the evacuation as his attending medical droid stands by. Medical droid with the voice of Star Trek 7 of 9, sir. You must understand, it will take a while to evacuate the T-47s. I find this course of action to be highly irregular. Marcus, well, forget the heavy equipment. There's plenty of time to get the smaller modules on the transport. Hey, where is my pack of Winstons? Ah, forget it, gotta cut down anyway, cigarettes will kill me. Marcus walks to the small table and grabs a small package of marijuana and puts it in his flight jacket. Marcus, well, I'm off to see the wizard. Medical droid, sir, you are going into battle. Marcus looking stupid, as usual, oh, yeah, I knew that. Medical droid, sir, I wish you luck. May you assimilate today and tell the Imperious forces that resistance is futile. Marcus. Int. Vacuous star whacker, vacuous chamber, meditation cubicle. The Dark Lord sits brooding in his meditation chamber. General Lear enters, yet does not have the courage to interrupt vacuous meditation. After several seconds, vacuous still hasn't moved or said anything. Lear's, softly, my lord. A soft snore issues from within the black mask. Lear clears his throat loudly, and Vacuous jumps up. Vacuous, don't touch my stuff. Lear's, my lord. Vacuous, heart. Oh, right. Resumes menacing demeanor. What is it, General?
One thing
Lear, the fleet has dropped out of hyperspace. Comm scan has detected an energy field protecting an area of the 6th planet of the Hot System. The field is strong enough to deflect any bombardment, but strangely enough, not big metal walking tanks. Vacuous, angrily, the rebels are alerted to our presence. Admiral Nozzle came out of light speed to close to the system. Lear's, well, he said he wanted to make a collect call to an old friend. Vacuous, he is as stupid as he is senile. And clumsy. As stupid as he is senile and clumsy. Or is it as senile as he is clumsy and stupid? Oh, he's a frickin' moron. General, prepare the troopers for a surface attack. Lears, yes, my lord. He salutes and leaves. Vacuous activates a huge view screen showing the bridge of the ship. Admiral Nozzle is standing in front of the view screen, with Piet slightly off to the side. Nozzle, Lord Vacuous. The fleet has moved out of light speed and we're preparing to. Vacuous stabs a button on his armrest. A trapdoor opens in the floor right next to Nozzle. Nozzle, what the hell? Vacuous, damn. Hey Piet, a little help here. Piett, yes, my lord. He shoves Nozzle into the pit. Nozzle, og. Vacuous, that's better. Captain Piet. Piet takes a long stride back from the pit and looks around to make sure no one is standing next to him. Piett, yes, my lord. Vacuous, make ready to send down the troopers and deploy the fleet so that nothing gets out of the system. You are in command now, Admiral Piet. Piett, really? Cool. In that case, you're fired. Vacuous, what? Piett, look, I appreciate the promotion, but we can't have you going around killing officers all the time. I'm afraid we have to let you go. Vacuous, I meant that you're in command of everyone else. Not me. Piett, oh. Vacuous, hey, I think you dropped something. It's about a foot behind you and a few inches to the left. Piett, looking anxiously at the outline in the floor, no, I didn't drop anything. Vacuous, oh, yes you did. Piett, hey, look at the time. Sorry, gotta go. He cuts the connection and wipes the sweat off his forehead. He reaches for his hip flask, only to find it empty. Piett, damn. Officer, sir. Piett, yes? Officer, well, me and a couple of the other boys have discovered something that really helps you on the job. It's called coffee. Piett, coffee? Officer, yes, sir. Really keeps you on your toes. I can bring you up a cup if you want. Piett, help, yes. One mistaken vacuous chokes my A. Get me a cup. No, make it a whole pot. On the double. Officer, yes, sir. Int. Rebel base main hangar deck. Lee is addressing a group of assembled pilots. List the heavy transport ships will leave as soon as they're loaded. Only 2 fighter escorts per ship. The energy shield can only be opened for a short time, so you'll have to stay very close to your transports.
Well, you should work now.
Hubby 2 fighters against a star whacker? Lee glares at him. List for everyone else, yes, but for Flight Lieutenant Smart Asterisk here, it'll be 1 fighter against a star whacker. Anybody else got any questions? Silence. List, that's better. Now, the snow cannon will fire several shots to make sure that any enemy ships will be out of your flight path. Well, everyone except Mr. Loudmouth over there. Hubby mumbles something under his breath and kicks some dirt. Darling, okay, everybody to your stations, let's go. Next. Hot ice plane, snow trench day. Rebel troops carry heavy bazooka-type weapons and position them along a snow trench.
Come on.
Officers shout out orders. Off to the side, 2 old men sit on a porch watching the rebels' frantic preparations. One sucks on a corncob pipe while the other is whittling. Jeb, looks like there's an invasion a-coming. Zeke, yup. Jeb, you reckon it's the Empire? Zeke, yup. Int. Rebel Base Command Center. Princess Lee and General RIKKAN are standing nervously in front of a display screen. RIKKAN, their primary target will be the power generators. Whack. RIKKAN, ow. List, idiot. Prepare to open shields. Ext. Space. A rebel transport and 2 fighters speed away from the planet. Int. Imperious Star Whacker Bridge. An Imperious controller approaches the ship's captain. Controller, sir, rebel ships are coming into our sector. Whack. Controller, ow. Captain, I'm not blind, you idiot. Now move us in closer. Controller, are you sure, sir? Captain, of course. It's 2 fighters against a Star Whacker. What could possibly go wrong? Int. Rebel Base Command Center. The Star Whacker moves into a giant crosshairs on the screen. Only other chick in this movie besides Lee, nail his SS to the wall. Next. Hot snow cannon. Several rebels aim a huge catapult filled with a giant snowball. At the leader's signal, they fire. Next. Space. The snowball goes flying past the rebel transport and hits the Star Whacker, which begins tumbling out of control. The rebels start to cheer until they notice the even bigger Star Whacker that was hiding behind it. Int. Rebel Base Main Hangar Deck. Pilots, gunners, and troopers run to their stations. Announcers over loudspeaker. The first transport is away. The first transport is no, wait. The first transport is in deep shish tea. The first transport has just been shredded by turbo laser fire. The first transport is no more. It's deceased. It's died and gone to meet its maker. It's run down the curtain and joined the choir invisible. It is an X-transport. Marcus runs across the deck putting on his flight helmet. His gunner, a fresh-faced kid named Deck, is reading a pamphlet titled, So You're Going to Be Flying with Marcus Streetwalker, 6 Steps to Prepare Yourself to Meet Your Maker. Marcus, hey, Deck, all ready? Deck, yep. Told my wife I loved her, got my will all in order, made sure the life insurance policy has been paid up. Think I'm ready. Marcus, you fill out an organ donor card? Deck, yep. Marcus, okay, then, let's go. Next. Hot ice planes, sports desk. 2 men wearing expensive suits sit behind the news desk. They both look at the camera and smile. Howie, hi, and welcome to the latest installment in the ongoing rivalry between the Imperious Power Troopers and the Rebel Freedom Fighters. It's shaping up to be a great battle here today, isn't it, James? James, it sure is, Howie. Now, the troopers have won the coin toss and they've elected to attack. Hardly a surprise, considering the stellar offense they've had this year. They've been nearly undefeated, losing only 1 battle to the Endor Fuzzballs. Howie, that's right, I believe their head offensive coordinator was choked to death for that. James, he sure was, Howie. Should have read the fine print in that contract a little better. They both laugh. Howie, okay, let's go to Diane, who's in the rebel trenches at the moment. Diane. Next. Hot ice planes, snow trench. A woman holding a microphone in one hand is addressing the camera as troopers rush past her in the background. Diane, things are tense down here in the trenches. There's a real air of anticipation. As you know, there is an intense rivalry between these 2 teams, and the Freedom Fighters are anxious to break the losing streak that's been plaguing them this season. Wait a minute. She holds a hand to her ear. Diane, we've just received word that Imperious walkers have been spotted on the North Ridge. Looks like this battle's about to get underway. Next. Ice planes, sports desk. James, alright, Diane, thank you for that report. We'll be back with the opening shots in just a few moments after this. Stick with us. Announcer, V.O. This battle brought to you by the Citizens for Palpatine Committee. Remember, a vote for Palpatine is a vote for order. And by Dr. Pepper, just what the doctor ordered. In another separate scene, one more lost scene to put back in the film. Int. Rebel Scum Base Control Room. 2 officers are at the control monitor looking at the flashing light and beeping sound, knowing that their Rebel Scum forces are in great peril. As we see many other officers and assorted crew members scurry about, sounds of the monitors and other equipment is still flashing and beeping. Yes, the monitors is still flashing and beeping uncontrollably. I mean, it's still going and going and going with its loud flashing and beeping and flashing and more beeping. Jesus, there's even a couple of annoying chimes in here. Stop it, stop it. Stop it with that flashing, beeping, the noise is gonna kill me. Stop it, GD asterisk 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 your black computer hearts. AHHHHELMM ARRHELMMM. Okay, I'm back to normal. Anyway, things are looking tense. Controller, sir, we need more support for the snow speeders. Controller 2, we can't get jack. Because our budget is low enough as it is. If we gonna supply any more ships, we need the approval of General Rickon, only he can save the day. Controller 1, then there is no need to worry. I just thankful that our leader in general is brave and fearless. He doesn't know the meaning of the word cowardice. I bet you he is commanding the troop as heroically as he always does. Int. Rebel Scumbase General Rickon's private quarters. Inside the chambers of the world-renowned warrior general, we find our courageous and brave hero in deep thought on the events that happen at the moment. Rikkan, sobbing and crying uncontrollably. Oh God. Why, me God. What have I done to deserve this? I don't want to die a pointless and retarded death. My men, they look up to my leadership. Crying and sobbing even louder. Hey, Rickon, get a grip on yourself, man. You can do it. Yeah, I know you can, you're the general. Everybody loves a general. Yeah, that was the same thing General Custard probably said when they told him, over the hills, I think they're friendly Indians. Gee asterisk, damn it. What am I doing here on this desolate planet hot? Okay, Rickon, get a grip, buddy. Bring it back. Bring it back. Stay calm. Suddenly a loud beeping is heard over the COMLINK, scaring the general half to death. He walks over and activates the monitor. Controller 1, voice only. Sir, the Imperious forces are now commencing the attack. Rikkan, wiping away the tears, what's in his eyes and slightly sobbing. How many are there? Controller 1, voice only. More than enough to send us all to hell, without even raising up a sweat, General. What are we gonna do, General Rickon? Hello. Suddenly General Rikkan starts to sob and cry like a little biznitch. Rikkan, Nenson. You got to help me. I don't know what to do anymore, I need guidance. I can't make decisions, I'm a general. Controller 1, voice only. Sir, I got another call online, I'll get back to you later. Int. Rebel Scumbase control room. Controller 2, well, what did our leader say? Controller 1, pausing for a long time with his head hung down low, he said that don't worry. He has everything under control. Knew he is thinking to himself, holy shish asterisk, we're screwed. Int. Rebel Scumbase General Rickon's private quarters. Rikkan, trying to stop crying. Well, at least my men have complete confidence and faith in my abilities to lead them into battle. What would? The great warrior and tactical officer like Mr. Spock would say in a tense and dangerous moment such as this. I am in control of my emotions. What's it? I am in control of my emotions. The general starts to cry like a little biznitch. Once again, he finally realizes that there is only one way for him to handle the enormous pressure he faces at this time. Rikkan, asterisk 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 it. I'm outta here. He begins to start packing his briefcase. Rikkan. Ext. Hot ice plains, snow trenches. The rebel scum troops aim their weapons at the horizon as explosions erupt all around them. Behind the troops, a dozen snow speeders race through the sky. Yes, folks, the suicide mission is fully on th way. A lone warrior runs out into the middle of the snowy plains with a sword in hand, screaming out something.
No.
Trench officer, looking through his electro binoculars. What the hell? Lieutenant, take a look at this. What do you make of it?
I can't get the video.
Lieutenant, looking through his binoculars, looks like some long-haired idiot trying to get himself killed. Out in the snowy field, the lone warriors continues to scream. William Wallace, Mel Gibson, FREEDOMMMMMMM. Suddenly, a laser blast explodes and completely blows William Wallace to pieces. Another man comes out into the field with vacuum cleaner, picking up his brains and other assorted matter. Danny Glover, I'm getting too old for this. Asterisk, asterisk. Meanwhile, the Battle of Hot gets on the way. Hint. Marcus's snowspeeder, rogue leader cockpit. Marcus yelling into the comlink, Echo Station 5-7. We're on our way to fight 4 giant battle machines capable of totally blowing us to hell without a second thought. Don't wait up. Ext. Hot ice plane battlefield. The fleet of SNOWSPEDERS races above the ice field at full throttle. They accelerate at attack speed. Hint. Marcus's snowspeeder, rogue leader, cockpit.
Stop that darn stuff! Shoot! I have to type it down. Man, shoot!
Marcus into the comlink. Alright boys, keep tight now. Do not act like you're an ace pilot like myself. I have the Force on my side. You're just average regular Joes chosen to die for your alliance gloriously. Daughter you with me. All pilots, help ya? Deck, Luke, Marcus, I have no approach vector. I'm not set. Yogi Bear, hey, will there be another mechanic basket for us when we get back to base? Oh, fearless commander, Marcus Ranger, sir. Marcus, for the last time, Yogi, there are no more picnic baskets at the base. We may not even have a base to come home to. G asterisk 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 tet. Attack pattern Delta. Go now. Ext. Hot ice plane battlefield. The cannons mounted on the walker head fire at the speeders. Other walkers loom in the background. Hint. Marcus's snowspeeder, rogue leader cockpit. Marcus, alright you sons of biznitches, I'm coming in. He turns his speeder and heads directly at one of the walkers, flying towards its towering legs. Marcus, Hobbs, you still with me? Hey, Hobbs? Jan Michael Vincent, don't worry, Marcus, I'm with you. I'll let these bow asterisk 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 DS have a taste of Airwolf's superior firepower. Marcus, I don't think you're in the right film, sir. This is a science fiction, fantasy film, and unless George Lucas's crack use has gone over the top, then you don't have a place in this battle. Ernest Borgnine, sounding really pissed off. Now you listen here, you little snot-nosed punk. Your place in this battle is to fly your plane and shut the asterisk 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 up. Let the professionals handle this mission. We've been on TV longer than you can form complete sentences. Marcus, you make me sick, you old A asterisk tired fogey. Your career is all washed up anyway. What do? The only thing you do well is being a helpless prisoner in those Cornier asterisk Delta Force movies. I'm a major star on the rise, so don't even think you holding weight over here, sucka, trying to give me orders, I'm the commander. Yogi Bear, hey, a commander, Marcus Ranger, sir. I think that Mr. Borgnine is doing the very best that he can. Marcus, highly pissed off, oh, Yogi, why don't you shut the asterisk 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 up? Ext. Hot ice plane battlefield. 2 speeders race directly at the head of a walker, then splint fly past it. 3 other walkers march onwards, firing all cannons. Wild Bill Hiccup, speaking in a heavy hillbilly accent, Yeehaw. These sons of biznitches can't handle a real pilot taking command of the situation. Give me your best shot, you lousy cattle rustlers. Wyatt Earp, hey, Wild Bill. Ext. Hot ice plane battlefield. Marcus, Rogue 4. Rogue 4, copy rogue leader. Marcus, I lost my gunner. You'll have to take this shot. I'll cover for you. Rogue 4, wait a minute, you mean I'm your wingman? Marcus, yeah? A laser blast from it incinerates Rogue 4. Marcus, man. Rogue 5? Rogue 5, oh crap. Rogue 5 is hit with a direct volley of laser fire and explodes. Marcus, damn it. Why does this always happen to me? Wedge, maybe it would help if you didn't have your stereo blasting another one bites the dust every time you flew. Marcus, well, what would you suggest? Wedge, something that will strike fear into the hearts of your enemies. Marcus, the Jawa Sandcrawler Quartet sings the best of the Backstreet Band The Boys. Wedge, worse. Marcus, a Wookiee in a hut singing a duet version of Jingle Bell Rock. Wedge, worse. Marcus, the latest Cher album. Wedge, sighing, no. Here, this is what I'm talking about. He pops a cassette into his speeder's stereo and cranks the volume. The Titanic theme song starts playing. Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On. Wedge, what the hell? Jetson, oh, I forgot to tell you. I kinda taped over that. Wedge, it's supposed to strike fear into the hearts of our enemies, not nausea. Whack. Wedge, ow. Marcus, could we just forget about the music and shoot someone? Jetson, fine. He fires the tow cable. It hits it bounces off and nails another snow speeder, destroying it. Jetson, oops. Let's try that again. He fires another tow cable. This one misses the it entirely and goes flying into the trenches where it impales an entire contingent of rebel troops. Wedge, one more pass. Jetson, what? Are you crazy? Screw you, I'm not shooting anyone else. Wedge, no, we're not shooting this time. Look behind you. Jetson looks behind the snow speeder. Dragging behind them are the charred remains of the snow speeders and a dozen rebel corpses still attached to the cable. Jetson, you're not suggesting what I think you're suggesting, are you? Wedge, you got a better plan? Jetson, good point. Cable out. Let her go. Wedge, detach cable. Jansen, cable detached. Int. Imperious at cockpit. The walker shakes with a tremendous thud. The driver looks out the window, only to find it covered with bodies. STOMPTROOPER, sir, they're firing rebels at us. Driver, very clever of them. We have no choice but to respond in kind. Fire. The stormtrooper grabs his arm and starts dragging him out of the cockpit. Driver, no, not me, you idiot. The lasers. Int. Rebel Base Command Center. Lee looks at General RIKKAN only to realize he's not there anymore. Liz, hey, did anyone see where RIKKAN went? I think I saw him heading for the main hangar. He was saying something about leaving a bunch of losers before they all got themselves slaughtered in the Imperial attack, but he wouldn't say who. Liz, shoot. Think we can launch 2 transports at a time? I dunno. Am I going to be on either of them? Liz, no. Then yeah, I think we can manage it. Int. Rebel Base Main Hangar. Hans and Chunky are trying to repair the Millennium Falcon as fast as they can. Muffled explosions reverberate around the hangar, and the ice cracks dangerously, dumping a pile of snow on top of Hans. Cursing, Hans drags back out the repair manual he was holding and brushes snow off it. Hans, reading, insert hydrophoton emitter into gamma phase reducer panel and tighten nut in less than 12 parsecs. He looks at the panel beneath him in confusion. I don't even have a hydrogamma whatever. RIKKAN, solo. Solo. Hans looks over the edge. General RIKKAN is standing there with a duffel bag. RIKKAN, hey, Solo, think you could give me a ride out of here? Hans, I dunno. Why should I? RIKKAN, I can pay you 2 now, plus 15 when we reach. Wherever the hell we're going. Hans, 2 now. Let me see it. RIKKAN reaches into his coat pocket. RIKKAN, do you take American Express? Hans, yeah, right. Get lost, RIKKAN. Announcer, V. Oh, they can take you to the edges of the galaxy, but they won't take American Express. So next time, bring your Visa card, now accepted by more smugglers than any other card. RIKKAN, shut the hell up. Pauses, wait a minute, do you have a ship? Announcer, V. Oh, yes, but those bad manners just cost you your seat. Later, loser. RIKKAN, damn it. In another area of the hangar, Stinkio watches as R2 is lowered into Marcus's X-Wing. Stinkio, you take good care of Master Marcus now, understand? No more trying to kill him. R2 beeps tentatively. Stinkio, no maiming either. I'm serious, I don't want to see a scratch on him. Int. At cockpit. General Lear surveys the devastation of the battlefield below him. Lear, ready the generators for maximum firepower mode. Make ready to target the main generator. Ext. Hot ice planes. Marcus looks out his cockpit to see Rogue 2 flying in formation with him. Marcus, Rogue 2, you alright? Int. Zen Snowspeeder, Rogue 2 cockpit. Zen has a bloody nose. How the hell did that happen? Did a trooper somehow board his craft, pop him in the face, and then jump off? Or maybe a laser blast got through his shields, through his canopy, and somehow went directly up his nose with just enough energy left to lightly singe the tissue without burning through to his brain. Whack. GL, get on with it. Fine. Zen looks over at Marcus with the blood from an extremely improbable injury dripping all over his flight suit. Zen, yeah? I'm with you, Rogue Leader. Marcus, wheel set harpoon. I'll cover for you. Watch that crossfire. A laser blast lightly grazes Zen's craft. The seat cushions spontaneously burst into flames as every panel explodes in a shower of sparks, cooking the two rebels inside. A major blast from an AT hits Marcus's snowspeeder directly. It bucks slightly, and some smoke drizzles out from under a panel. Marcus, hobby, I've been. Line. Stagehand, hit. Marcus, really? Wow, that don't happen much. Marcus tries to look afraid, but can't manage it, so he hums Broadway show tunes until his snowspeeder finally crashes. Dusting himself off and looking casually at the walker lumbering towards his craft, he slowly gets out and starts walking away. Deck, Marcus. Help me. I'm still alive, but I'm very badly burned. Marcus, what? My co-pilot can't survive. It violates the laws of the universe. Crunch. Marcus, oh, guess that takes care of that then. Deck, no, wait, I'm still alive. I think my arms might be broken. A flaming snowspeeder crashes on top of him. Deck, ow. I'm still alive, but I'm in quite a lot of pain. Marcus, don't worry, Deck, I'll get you out of there. An ice wumpus suddenly appears out of nowhere, grabs Deck, and starts eating him. Deck, ow. Hey, make him stop. Marcus whips out his blaster and fires. Deck, you shot me. You shot me right in the arm. Why did you? Marcus fires again. This one hits Deck right between the eyes. Marcus, Jesus. Guy just wouldn't take a hint. Int. Rebel Base Command Center. Laser blasts can be heard thundering above. Hans appears running. Cracks have appeared in the walls, and the entire room seems to be melting very quickly. A cave-in has buried most of the room, but several devoted rebels, that is morons, are still at their posts. Hans runs over to Lee. Hans, are you alright? Liz, why are you still here? Hans, you've got my keys, remember? Liz, oh, right. She fishes into her pocket and tosses his car ship keys at him. Liz, you got your keys, now leave. Hans, don't worry, I'll leave. First I'm going to get you to your ship. Liz, suspicious, why? Hans, so an unfortunate mishap can force you to leave with me, where we'll be stranded together and our tentative relationship will blossom and we can get it on. Liz, well, if it's for a good cause. A blast rocks the command center, knocking Stinky-O down. Announcer, over loudspeaker, Imperial troops have entered the base. Imperial troops have entered the. Trooper, over loudspeaker, you're darn right we have. Announcer, over loudspeaker, Hey, wait a minute, I thought the shields were still up. Trooper, over loudspeaker, they are. Announcer, over loudspeaker, then how did you get in here? Trooper, over loudspeaker, well, I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you. Announcer, over loudspeaker, aren't you going to do that anyway? Trooper, over loudspeaker, touch a copyright. Hans, that's it, we're leaving. Liz, give the evacuation code signal. And tuck in your shirt. Head controller, K10. All troops disengage. Key the dramatic, we've just gotten our butts kicked, John Williams music, and run like hell. Ext. Battlefield, Snow Trench. Rebel troops retreat under the relatively awesome Imperious attack. Officer, begin retreat. Fall back. Fall back. King Arthur, run away. Troops flee from the battle as the ground explodes around them. Ext. Hot battlefield, ice plane. Marcus is running underneath the belly of one of the giant walkers. He pulls out a harpoon gun, don't ask, and fires it at the walker's underside. A magnetic head and cable attack firmly to the metal hull. He has pulled up the cable and hangs dangling under the walker. Cutting open a hatch, Marcus takes a grenade from his belt and tosses it in.
Wait! That means
A second later, a stormtrooper sticks his head out and tosses it back at Marcus. Marcus, oh, shush tea. Boom. A soot-covered Marcus picks himself up off the snow. Growling, he ignites his bright saber. He runs over to the nearest leg and cuts it off at the ankle. Marcus, ha. Take that. A team of Imperial repair droids swarm down the leg, weld the foot back on, and swarm back up. The edit keeps walking, uninterrupted. Marcus arg. Aw, screw it, I'm getting out of here. Int. Imperious Snow Walker cockpit. Inside the walker, General Lear looks out at the rebel power generators. Lear, alright, we're in range.
I'm not going to use
Ready?
your choice.
The screen splits to show the other four at drivers.
No,
Drivers ready.
not
Lear, power troopers, power up mode. Heavy metal guitar music starts playing as all five of them reach up in perfect sync to tap a device they're wearing on their wrists.
No, what's going on?
There is a flash of light, and all five of them are wearing Stormtrooper armor, each a different color. Lear, now wearing red armor, looks around, using exaggerated hand-and-head movements that don't quite match what he's saying.
No, I said wait.
Red Trooper, let's bring them together. Troopers right. Ext. Hot battlefield. The five AT-ATs begin transforming. Within moments, they have formed a huge droid holding a bright saber, the Imperious Megazord. Red Trooper, Imperious Megazord saber, maximum firepower. The Megazord issues a beam of light from its bright saber that completely destroys the rebel power generators. Red Trooper, pumping his fist, alright. All the troopers cheer and pat each other on the back. Hint. Hot rebel base ice corridors. Hans, Lee, and Stinky-O run through a crumbling ice corridor. Hans runs down a side tunnel, dragging Lee by the hand. A moment later he comes back out the tunnel, looks around, and heads down another one. A few moments later, he comes back out. Liz, will you just admit that you're lost? Hans, I know exactly where I am. I just don't know how to get where we're going. He walks over to the wall, where an incredibly complex map fills half the corridor, along with a tiny speck labeled "You are here."
Even click on that.
Hans, okay. If we go back and take the third corridor, then head left down the second side exit, that should put us right in the middle of the Bronx. Who the hell wrote this map? Shaking his head, he pulls out his comlink and turns it on.
Come on!
Hans, transport, this is solo. Better take off, I can't get to you. I'll get her out on the fountain. Transport her. We took off 10 minutes ago, solo. Hans, what? That's not true. That's impossible. Transport, no, it's actually quite possible. We just left. Hans, no. Transport, geez, solo, it's not that big a deal. You've got a ship, don't you? Hans is sobbing, rocking back and forth, and he doesn't seem to hear him. Hans, softly, Finn. Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me? GL cut. Alright, who messed with the script? R2 whistles nonchalantly as he rolls away from the table where all the copies of the script are kept. Hint. Hot Rebel Base Command Center. Imperial troops have entered the base. Hey, where have I heard that before? As they clear aside Rebel, the ominous dark shadow of Darth Vacuous fills the doorway. He pauses, surveying the wreckage about him, before entering, whacking his head on the doorway and knocking himself to the ground. The troopers stifle giggles. Int. Hot Rebel Base Ice Corridor. Hans and Lee run toward the main hangar, where the Millennium Fountain is docked. Stinky-O lags behind. Stinky-O, wait. Wait for me. Wait. Stop. Stinky-O sees a big door behind which is Wampa ice creatures marked with a sign that says danger. He takes down the danger sign and puts up a sign that says Free Porno Theater and walks away. Several stormtroopers don sunglasses and hats and enter discreetly. Screams and the sound of limbs being torn off can be heard inside. Stinky-O tries to join his friends, but the door shuts in his face. The door opens, and Hans sticks his head out. Hans, why not? Stinky-O, He waves his hand. You will let me in. Hands, sorry. Droids can't use the Force. He slams the door. Stinky oath, damn. Hey, wait a minute. He inspects the wall next to the door. The snow is melting rapidly. Stinky-O pokes it and the entire wall collapses, revealing the main hangar. Stinky-O, how typical. Hands looks back and waves to Stinky-O. Because hey, you can't win them all. Hands, hurry up, Goldenrod, or you're gonna be a permanent resident. Stinky-O runs up the ramp, which begins to close before shuddering to a halt. Hands comes out swearing and hits it with a hydro spanner until it closes all the way. Int. Hot Rebel Base Ice Corridor. Darth Vacuous strides down the hallway's black cape billowing out behind him. Suddenly a figure darts out of a side corridor and runs right into him. R-I-K-K-A-N, hey buddy, watch where you're going. He does a double take and realizes who he's talking to. R-I-K-K-A-N, sorry. Whack.
No, stop.
Darth Vacuous strides past General R-I-K-K-A-N's unconscious body. Vacuous, apology accepted, General R-I-K-K-A-N. Last edit, September 9th, 2021 at 8:26 a.m. by Brent Koivopolo 888. Love is sacrifice. Brent Koivopolo 888. Administrator. The Rise of Skywalker, Revenge of the Sith, The Empire Strikes Back, Solo, Rogue One, Clone Wars 2008 greater than 03. Posts 2135. Member is online. July 21st, 2021 at 7:05 p.m. Post by Brent Koivopolo 888 on July 21st, 2021 at 7:05 p.m. Int. Rebel Base Main Hangar. The Millennium Fountain struggles to start up but cannot. What a shock. Int. Man Hangar, Millennium Fountain, Main Hold. Lee looks on his hands and Chunky flip switches and turn knobs. Hands, how's this? Liz, would it help if I got out and pushed? Hands, how about if you got out and left? Stinky-O hurries up. Stinky-O, Captain Solo, Captain Solo. Whack. Stinky-O, but it's really very important. Whack. Stinky-O, I'm afraid I must insist that you listen to what I have to saw. Hands pulls out his blaster. Stinky-O, it can wait. Int. Main hangar, Millennium Fountain, cockpit. They move into the cockpit where Hands flip some more switches. The lights come on, then die. Hands pulls out his trusty hydro spanner and starts whacking the control panel. It falls off. Hands are nuts. You wouldn't happen to have a bobby pin, would you? Liz, this bucket of bolts is never going to get us past that blockade. Hands, this baby's got a few surprises left in her, sweetheart. The control panel suddenly sparks and bursts into flames. Hands, surprise. Int. Hot Rebel Base Main Hangar. A squad of stormtroopers enters the far side of the hangar. One of them, realizing he should have listened to his commander and gone to the refresher before he put on his snow gear, rushes out looking for the nearest unoccupied corner. The others train their weapons on the fountain. A hatch opens on the underside of the pirate ship. A laser gun falls out and lands on the ground. Int. Main hangar, Millennium Fountain, cockpit. Hands, damn. Knew I should have fixed that. Chunky, get in here. Come on. Chunky rushes into the cockpit and sits down. Hands, switch over. Let's hope he doesn't have a sore throat. Hands switches on the PA system and nods to Chunky. Chunky, RRRWWAAAAAAAAAAAAAGGGGHHH. Int. Rebel Base Main Hangar. The troopers grab their ears in pain and run from the hangar sobbing like little girls. The trooper who left earlier comes back in, adjusting his armor. He sees the others running and looks around in confusion. Stump, what did I miss? Int. Main hangar, Millennium Fountain, cockpit. Hands, see. List, someday you're going to be wrong, and I just hope I'm there to see it. Hands, looking at Chunky, punch it. Chunky shrugs and smashes his fist through the control panel. Hands, no, I meant floor it. Int. Rebel Base Main Hangar.
Oh.
The fountain belches a huge cloud of black exhaust and shoots out of the hangar. Darth Vacuous enters just in time to see the ship disappear. Vacuous, damn. I knew I shouldn't have stopped to ask for Ion Cannon Chick's phone number. He throws the scrap of paper down to the floor in anger and strides out of the hangar. A few moments later, he comes back in, glances around to make sure no one's watching, picks up the paper, and brushes off the snow. He stuffs it into a pocket and storms back out of the hangar. Next. Hot ice slope day. Marcus climbs up the slope to where the X-wings are stored. Another pilot runs up to him. Pilot, hi, Marcus. I'm gonna be your wingman for the flight out. Marcus, eyes widening, duck. Pilot, heart. A low-flying Millennium fountain shoots out of the hangar, skims the snow dunes, and hits the pilot so hard his boots are left behind. Int. Millennium fountain cockpit. Hands, wow, that was a big bug. He turns on the windshield wipers. Next. Hot ice slope, still day. Marcus gets up off the ground and shakes a fist at the retreating starship. Marcus gets some altitude, you maniac. He shakes his head and runs over to his X-wing, where R2 is waiting in his little cubbyhole. Hey, that's what they call it in the script. R2, hey, you wanna hurry up a little? There's still a frickin' army behind you, yeah no. Marcus, don't worry, R2. We're going. Muttering, I need to have that translator disabled.
Look at all that, is he? Yeah, time you had it perfect, yeah. I get so frustrated. Is this really you being doing the perfect timing thing? I understand that one. Oh, come on, don't do that. Stop again. Not you, machine. You're not the one trying to get a rise on me. Don't worry. I'm not accusing you of that. Okay. Reading bot, that's fine. I'm not accusing you of that. I'm talking about this stupid laptop. Maybe it's just an input out device. You come puts out, you put into it, and just get confused sometimes. Not knows what it's supposed to do next. Because he doesn't know what our intentions are. This is delusional thinking, but it's close at least. Well, you think about ways you want to play. Huh? Listen, delete them. There's no bad blood there. But email. Number. No, I didn't click on that. No. Okay. Come on. How do you... add profile. I don't want to change the avatar. I want to change the status. Huh. Let's see once. Okay. I'm trying to find. Oh. Step up. Step up. It should be where it is. Title. Moderator. Well, if he's a moderator, then why is he a new member then? Huh. Okay. Title. Moderator of discussion. Why is it going up and down, up and down? Where? Explore. Forgot the end. I like that title. There. That might get him. Get him. Hi, folks. I gotta give the Matchmaker a unique title. Members. See what changes. See what no. Save account settings. Saved. Okay. I gotta give. Personal. Social staff. Members. Okay.
R2, what was that? Marcus, nothing. Ext. Space Marcus's X-Wing. Marcus's fighter streaks through the surprisingly imperial free space around Hot. He suddenly banks sharply away from the direction the other ships are taking. R2, what the hell is this, a sightseeing tour? Marcus, there's nothing wrong, Arto. Just setting a new course. R2, does this mean we don't have to meet up with those losers again? Marcus, we're not going to regroup with the others. R2, yes. Marcus, we're going to the Dagloba system. R2, yep, wait a minute, you lost me. Why the hell are we going to that dump? Marcus, I wouldn't expect a mechanical to understand. It's a force thing. Haunting force music starts up. R2, stop that, stop it. The music grinds to a halt. R2, now look, I ain't going to no bloody swamp. Geez, and I thought the rebels were stupid. You have to take the cake. I'm surprised you can even fly. Just give me control of the fighter, and no one gets hurt. Marcus, that's okay, Arto. I'd like to keep it on manual control for a while. The control board beeps. Marcus, that's strange. The computer's trying to activate my ejection seat. Must be a malfunction. He locks it down. R2 mumbling, stupid safety overrides. Ext. Space Millennium Fountain. The Millennium Fountain speeds away from Hot, followed by an Imperious Star Whacker and 4 tiny bowtie fighters. Int. Millennium Fountain cockpit. Inside the cockpit, Chunky lets out a loud howl. Hans is trying to fly the ship with one hand while using the other to tear up duct tape to tape back down control panels that have been jarred loose by the barrage of laser blasts. Hans, where's the damn sensor panel? Lee bends down and picks up a panel off the floor. Liz, is this it? Hans, yeah? He looks at it. Oh, great. 2 more of them coming right at us. Stinky, who up until now has been sitting silently in the back, speaks up, his voice a dull monotone. Stinky, good. They can finish us off and put us all out of our misery. Hans looks curiously at Stinky. Hans, what did you do to him? Liz disabled his motivator. I thought it would shut him up. Stinky, would you like me to shut off the shields? It'll be faster that way. Hans, oh, great, now we got a clinically depressed droid on our hands. Well, we can still ignore him. Stinky hits the switch to turn off the shields. However, the switch is mislabeled and he kicks in the dorsal thrusters.
Oh, no.
Ext. Space. The Millennium Fountain suddenly dives straight down, closely followed by the bowtie fighters. The Star Whacker continues on a collision course with the other 2 Star Whackers. Int. Star Whacker, bridge. Captain, take evasive action. The crewers look at each other, shrug, and dive for cover underneath their workstations. Captain, no, you idiots, the ship, move the ship. The helmsman looks out the viewport where the 2 oncoming Star Whackers are flashing their brights and honking. Helmsman, oh crap. It's too late. The 3 Star Whackers collide, sending everyone on the bridge reeling. Int. Millennium Fountain cockpit. The battered pirate ship races away from the 3 Star Whackers busy exchanging insurance information. Bowtie fighters still in pursuit fire laser bolts. Things have calmed down a bit, but the race is still on.
No.
Stinky-O is still staring sadly at the mislabeled switch. Stinky-O, doesn't anything on this bloody spaceship work? Hans, prepare to make the jump to light speed.
What?
Stinky-O sighs softly in the background. Hans, what? Stinky-O, nothing. You'll see. Liz, forget about the droid. Those ships are getting closer. Hans, oh, yeah? Watch this. He pulls a lever and the radio comes on. Hans, no, I mean watch this. He pulls another lever and his chair reclines. Hans, no, Aw, shoot. It's around here somewhere. Liz, oh, for Pete's sake. She pulls the hyperdrive lever.
Hey!
Nothing happens.
What? No, what happened? Hey!
Hans, watch what? Liz, I think we're in trouble. Hans, why? Because you pulled the wrong lever. Not as easy as it looks, is it? Liz, no, I pulled the right lever. Something must be wrong with the hyperdrive. Stinky-O sighs again. Slowly, Hans and Lee turn to regard him. Stinky-O, by the way, I noticed the hyperdrive motivator has been damaged. Not that I blame it. I mean, with the situation we're in, who wouldn't get depressed?
Where's Beast?
Hands were in
Beast?
trouble. X.
I have some
Space Millennium Fountain Bowtie Fighters. The Millennium Fountain races to space 4 Bowtie Fighters and an Imperial Star Whacker in close pursuit. Hint. Millennium Fountain pulled. Hands is inside a pit working furiously at a control panel while giving various orders to Chunky. Hands, horizontal boosters. Alluvial dampers. Stinkio walks up. Stinkio, Captain Solo, where are the shield generators?
What?
Hands, back there. Why? Stinkio, just trying to speed things up a bit.
Why?
He picks up the blaster, checks the charge, and walks to where Hands indicated. Hands is already yelling at Chunky again, totally ignoring Stinkio. Hands, no, that's not it. Bring me the hydroplaner. The micro spanner. I mean, the dot. That thingy over there. Chunky hands it to him. Speed things up a bit. Don't know how we're going to get out of this one. A sudden blast rocks the ship. We hear a blast. He picks up the blaster by a metallic clatter off screen. A moment later, we hear Stinkio sighing. Hands out. Chunky, I lost a contact lens. I can't see. Another blast rocks the ship. Hands, there goes the other one.
No!
Hint. Millennium Fountain cockpit. List, Hands, get up here. Hands, overcome. Why? I'm busy. List, because I don't know how to fly, you moron. No one's flying the ship. There is a brief pause followed by a scuffling sound. A moment later, Hands bursts into the cockpit, trips over a loose control panel, and falls flat on his face. Liz, well, I feel much better now that you're here. Hands get up and gets back in the pilot seat. Hundreds of asteroids fly around outside the window. Hands, Chunky, set 217. Liz, what? You're not actually taking us into an asteroid field. Hands. Asteroids. He squints and looks out the window. Hands, asterisk. Stinkio walks into the cockpit holding his blaster. Stinkio, do we have any more power packs for this? I missed. Liz missed what? Stinkio, nothing important. He looks out the window and actually cheers up a bit. Stinkio, asteroids.
Come on. Base!
Good, that should finish us off pretty quickly. Want to know the odds? Hands, no. Stinkio, 3,720 to 1.
Where is it?
Hands, I said don't tell me the odds. X'd. Asteroid Belt Millennium Fountain. A large asteroid tumbles away from the fountain's path. The tiny ship veers out of its path just in time to run smack into another one. It bounces off and hits 3 more asteroids before recovering. One of the TIE pilots tries to duplicate the maneuver, but since only the main characters survive in this thread, he blows up rather nicely. Hint. Millennium Fountain cockpit. Hands is squinting out a viewport. Lee and Chunky are yelling at him. Liz, would you put on your glasses? Hands, no. They make me look like a doofus. The ship shakes as they hit another asteroid. Lee, put them on. Hands, alright, fine. Give 'em here. Liz, what do you mean, give 'em here? I don't have them. Hands, well, I don't have them. Liz, well, where are they? Hands, I don't know. They were right on the dashboard. Liz, they're not there now. Hands, you said you wanted to be around when I made a mistake. Well, this could be it, sweetheart. Liz, I never said that. Hands, yes, you did. Liz, well, I take it back. Another asteroid hits the ship. Chunky, rogue, ruff-ra-ra-gra. Subtitled, shut the asterisk up and fly the goddamn ship. Stinkio casually. You know, we're going to get pulverized if we stay out here much longer. Then we'll be burned, crushed, ground into 1,000 pieces and blasted into oblivion. Hands, Lee, and Chunky, shut up.
That's terrible.
Stinkio, if we weren't all about to die, I'd take offense at that. Hands, we're not going to die. Stinkio, oh, yeah? Look up. They all look out the viewport where they're moments away from crashing into the mother of all asteroids. Hands, squinting, what? I don't see anything. Lee, pull up. She grabs the control yoke and yanks it back. Chunky yells in terror and covers his face. Stinkio throws up his arms like he's on a roller coaster. Stinkio X. Space asteroid. The fountain pulls up just in time, its belly scraping the asteroid. The other ties can't pull up in time and crash into it. Int. Millennium Fountain Cockpit. List, we made it. Hands, what did I tell you? This ship can make it past anything. A burst of sparks from a control panel and all the lights die. Hands, row. Xed. Space asteroid. Without warning, the engines cut out. The ship plummets like a rock, falls into a hole, and bounces around inside the tunnel until finally coming to a rest. Int. Millennium Fountain Cockpit. Hands, Lee, Chunky, and Stinkio sit in a dazed shock. Slowly, Stinkio reaches under his seat and pulls out Hans' glasses. Stinkio, by the way, were you looking for these earlier? Xed. Space Marcus's X-Wing. The tiny X-Wing speeds toward the planet of Daygloba. Int. Marcus's X-Wing cockpit. R2, so this is what you dragged us halfway across the galaxy for. Marcus, yes, that's it. Daygloba. R2, so how do you plan to find this yoga character? Hope to set down less than 100 yards away from his house by blind luck. Marcus, it's a force thing. I wouldn't expect a mechanical to understand. Haunting force music starts up again. R2, stop that, stop it. I told you not to do that. Besides, you don't think it's dangerous for droids, do you? Marcus, oh, it's deadly for droids. Dayglobans torture and kill every droid they lay eyes on. They're renowned all over the galaxy. Man, they sure do hate droids. R2, very funny. Marcus takes the fighter into the atmosphere. Immediately, the X-Wing is enveloped in thick fog. Marcus, all the scopes are dead, I can't see a thing. R2, the scopes are dead. Long live the scopes. Marcus, would you do something? We're going to crash. R2, well, I'd use the force, but I'm just a foot shuffling, head scratching mechanical. I'm ignorant of such things, massa. Marcus, screw you. I'm gonna try to start the landing cycle. R2, show sounds like a good idea, massa. Lord, yes, nothing like a good landing cycle to spruce up Damanin. Let's land on something, God Almighty. Marcus reaches up and rubs his eyes. Marcus, this yoga better be worth it. A loud crash jolts Marcus out of his contemplation. It sounds like his ship has just hit a tree branch and a rather unhappy squirrel that was in the tree branch at the time. More trees snap as the X-Wing barrels through them. R2, ow. Ouch. 2. Hey, that was a pine tree, now I've got sap all over me. Marcus grins and points the ship at a large oak branch barely visible ahead. R2, now if we could just avoid any further foliage, we can. Whack. R2, ow. You did that on purpose. Marcus snickers under his breath. A moment later, the entire space's craft jolts as it comes to a stop. Water washes up over the canopy as Marcus, having forgotten to fasten his restraints, flies headfirst into it. Whack. Marcus, ow. R2 snickers under his breath. Xed. Dayglobah dusk. The mist-shrouded X-Wing fighter is almost invisible in the thick fog. Marcus climbs out somewhat woozily onto the nose of the starfighter, while R2 works himself out of his cubbyhole. Marcus dizzily, hey. Dot. Someone stop the swamp, I wanna get off. Dot. Marcus staggers, falls back into R2, and knocks the droid over the edge. Marcus, Ardo. Peers into the water, Ardo. Where'd you go? A periscope pops up, bleeping angrily. Marcus, you be more careful. R2 bleeps a string of profanity-laden binary code. Marcus, dot. Sorry, forgot to bring the portable translator. Maybe later, buddy. With a final electronic sigh, R2 starts heading to shore. He hasn't gotten 2 feet, though, before a giant bog monster swallows him. Boy, who saw that one coming? Marcus, Ardo. Looks around once or twice, a good riddance. Marcus jumps into the water and heads for shore. As he is making a rather futile attempt to dry himself off, PHHEEWAT. Honest. Read the script. The runt-sized robot is spit out of the water, makes a graceful arc, and lands on Marcus. Marcus, ow. Get off me. R2 beeps contentedly, making no move to get off Marcus. Marcus weakly, if you're saying coming here was a bad idea, I'm beginning to agree with you. R2 beeps to get Marcus's attention. As soon as Marcus looks at him, R2 spits a lungful of swamp water in his face. Marcus wiping mud out of his eyes, maybe I'm just going crazy. R2 spits up the rock he was saving, and nails Marcus between the eyes. Hint. Vacuous, star whacker, vacuous chamber. Admiral Piet hesitates in the doorway to vacuous chambers. After a moment he steps into the room and pauses at the surprising sight before him. Darth Vacuous, his back turned, is on the far side of the chamber. Vacuous' uncovered head is exposed, and the back of his neck is a mess of scar tissue. Standing next to him is a Hispanic hairdresser with a lisp. Hairdresser, honey, who did this to you? It's just plain nasty. Vacuous, I was dropped into a pit of lava by my former master. Hairdresser, yeah, that'll do it. Okay, Miss Vacuous, we're gonna try some eyeshadow, because the more attention we draw away from the rest of your face, the better, am I right? He starts to laugh, then suddenly begins to choke. Vacuous, I want a fair complexion, not excuses. He clears his throat. Vacuous quickly releases the hairdresser, puts on his helmet and turns around. Vacuous, struggling to act casual, yes, Admiral? Piett, our ships have spotted the Millennium Fountain, Lord. But, it has entered an asteroid field, and we cannot risk. Vacuous, asteroids do not concern me, Admiral. Piett, well, yeah, but these are really big ones. I mean huge asterisk. Vacuous, well, okay, the big ones concern me a little. But not the small ones. Piett, okay, but how do we know which are big ones and which are small ones?
Wow.
I mean, are we talking about a mile wide here, or is the cutoff somewhere more around? Vacuous hits a button on his chair, and a pit opens up right behind Piet. Piett, hurriedly, use my best judgment. Got it. He dashes out of the room before Vacuous can hit another button. Ext. Asteroid Cave Millennium Fountain. The pirate starship rests in a dark, dripping asteroid cave. It is so dark that the cave's exact dimensions are impossible to determine. Hint. Millennium Fountain Cockpit. Hans, I'm going to shut down everything but the emergency power systems. List the emergency power systems broke down, remember? Hans, oh, in that case, I'm going to shut everything down. Stinky oath, does this mean you'll shut me down as well? Well, it's not quite the same as having my miserable existence terminated for all eternity, but I guess it'll have to do.
Good.
Hans, no, I need you to talk to the fountain, see what's wrong with the hyperdrive. Stinky oath, you've got to be kidding me. Hans, nope. Stinky oath, human beings aren't capable of surviving explosive decompression, are they? Hans, no, why? Stinky oath, just curious. He leaves the cockpit, stopping to grab a blowtorch before exiting. Chunky follows him. Suddenly, the cabin lurches, throwing Lee into Hans' arms. They both fall into the pilot's chair, which reclines and hits a switch on the way down, dimming the lights and turning on berry white music. Then, abruptly, the motion stops as suddenly as it started. With some surprise, Lee realizes she's on top of Hans. Liz, let go of me. She flushes, averting her eyes. She's not exactly fighting to get free, if you know what I mean. Hans, his face inches away from hers, is peering at her with a strange intensity. Liz, what? Hans, I never noticed all those little wrinkles on your face before. Whack. Hans, hey. Don't get all excited. Liz, getting up, please, lying on top of you isn't nearly enough to get me excited. Hans, sorry. I didn't have time for anything else. He flashes her a devilish grin, turns to exit, and walks straight into the door. Liz told you to keep those glasses on. Ext. DAYGLOBAH bog clearing, dusk. The mist has dispersed a bit, but it is still a very gloomy-looking swamp. Marcus carries an equipment box from the shore to the clearing. R2 rolls over and nudges him. Marcus, why? Ready for some power. Okay, let's see now. He plugs a power cable into R2's socket. There you go. He turns his back. R2 extends a pair of pinchers, pulls out the power cord, and tosses it into the puddle Marcus is standing in. Luckily, Marcus steps out at the last minute, going over to grab a container of processed food. R2 beep burp. Translation, damn. Marcus doesn't notice any of this and goes over to sit next to the thermal heater. Marcus, now all have to do is find this yoga. ... If he even exists. Nervously, he looks around the foreboding jungle. This place gives me the creeps. Occupied with studying his surroundings, Marcus doesn't notice R2 slowly creeping up behind him, tiny power saw extended. Marcus, still. ... There's something familiar about this place. I mean, add another sun, drain the swamp, fill it full of sand, kill all the plants, raise the temperature 1 billion degrees and drop the humidity. And it would almost look like patootie. The resemblance is really uncanny. I don't know. I feel like... ... Strange voice, feel like what? Marcus jumps up, knocking over R2 just before his saw intersected with the back of Marcus's head. Mysteriously standing in front of Marcus is a strange creature not more than 2 feet tall who looks a hell of a lot like Yoga from episode 1. It covers its face. Marcus, well, right now I feel like a decent meal and a shower, but that's not the point. Who the hell are you? Creature, away, put your weapon. I mean you no harm. Marcus, what? Oh, you mean put my weapon away. Creature, said that I did. Marcus, what the hell kind of speech impediment is that? You're talking backwards. Creature, this problem, a long time have I had. I am wondering, why are you here? Marcus, I'm looking for someone. Creature, looking? Found someone you have, I would say, He laughs. Marcus, right. Look, shorty, I'm looking for a great warrior. Creature, great warrior. Ha. Wars not make one great. Except for Shaft. Badmouth off asterisk was he Badmouth off asterisk a. Yoga, I mean, the creature, notices Marcus's dinner and takes a bite. Marcus, put that down. Now. ... Hey. My dinner, that is. I mean, that's my dinner. Oh, great, now you've got me talking backwards. The creature spits out the bite he's taken and makes a face. Creature, how you get so big eating food of this kind? Hormones take you? Marcus, listen, friend, we didn't mean to land in that puddle, and... Creature, steroids, then? Marcus, no. That's it, I'm outta here as soon as I get my ship out. Creature, teasing, can't get your ship out. He starts rummaging through one of Marcus's supply cases. Marcus, hey, get out of there. Int. Turret room, and UHBOO palace, late day. Obu and kneels as Yoga paces in front of him. Yoga, confer on you the level of Jedi Knight the Council does. Obu and, okay, you know what? I don't know if anyone's ever mentioned this to you before, but you talk really weird. Yoga, talk perfectly normal, I do. Obu and, your sentences are all inverted. You switch around your prepositional phrase and your imperative. Yoga, know what you mean, I do not. Obu and, here, try this. Say, the boy may be the chosen one. Yoga, the chosen one, the boy may be. Obu and, okay, now say, the chosen one, the boy may be. Yoga, inverted, that is. Obu and, yeah, I know, just say it. Yoga, the boy may be the chosen one. Obu and, laughing, that's hilarious. You're really messed up, you know that? Yoga, cut the crap you will. Need it, I do not. Talk about the boy, we must. Grave danger do I sense in his training. Obu-Wan keeps laughing. Yoga, can't stop laughing, you must. He sighs, Li Gon's defiance, I sense in you. Your apprentice, young streetwalker will be. Obu-Wan stops laughing. Obu-Wan, what? I don't want to train that little punk. Train him yourself. Yoga, chuckling, better than that, you should know. Mess with me, you should not. Obu-Wan, this is because I made fun of your talking, isn't it? Yoga, oh, yeah? Obu-Wan, don't you mean, yeah, oh. Whack. The creature, starts rummaging through Marcus's containers and tossing things out left and right. Marcus, hey, you could have broken this. Oh, you're making a mess. Suddenly, Yager, the Credo, you all know who it is. Yoga spots R2 and runs over with a cup. He tries pushing some of the buttons on R2 and holding out his cup, but nothing happens. Yoga pumped, this keg needs to be. Nothing am I getting. Marcus, hey, let go of him. Yoga wraps his arms around Arto. Yoga, mine. Or I will help you not. Marcus, I don't want you help, I want my Astro actually. On second thought, keep the stupid droid. Just leave me alone. R2 beeps angrily at this and starts trying to roll away, dragging Yoga after him. Yoga, mine. Mine. Marcus, oh, R2, let him have you. Yoga, mine. Mine. Marcus, Arto. R2 spits another lungful of swamp water on top of Yoga. Yoga coughs and lets go, trying to lick the muck off his face. Yoga, yak. How you get so drunk drinking swill of this kind? Marcus, it's not beer and you're not welcome here, so why don't you pack up and move along, little fella? Yoga, no. Stay and help you I will. Find your friend. Marcus, I'm not looking for a friend, I'm looking for. Yoga, no friends have you? Hardly surprised I am. Marcus, that's not what I meant. I'm looking for a Jedi Master. Yoga, oh, Jedi Master. Me I mean, Yoga. You seek Yoga. Marcus, you know him? Yoga, oh, sure. Great pals we are. On Friday evenings we hang together. Chew the fat. Great guy is he. Powerful Jedi. Shabby dresser, though. Marcus, do you know where he lives? Yoga, take you to my his house I can. But first, we eat. Come. Good food. Come. He starts walking off, leaving a stunned Marcus. After a few moments, Marcus shrugs and sits down. Marcus, screw that. I'll find Yoga myself. Yoga hobbles back over. Yoga, waving his hand, come with me, you will. Marcus, come with you, I will. Yoga, after the camp, R2 must stay and watch. Marcus, R2, stay and watch must the camp over. Yoga, sighing, idiot you are. Marcus, idiot I. Whack. Marcus, ow. Yoga hobbles off. Marcus follows, rubbing his head. Hint. Millennium Fountain Corridor. Our heroes are still trying to solve their immediate problems. Stinky, hey, hands. Listen, I don't know where your ship learned to communicate, but the Ebonics is really throwing me off. Talking in some hip-hop jive language. I think that it's telling me the power coupling from the negative axis has been polarized and that replacing it means helping you. Not to get what's the word it was using, locked down by 5-0 when the heats is coming around the corner. Hands walk over to the droid and gives him a curious look. Hands, I didn't even know my ship was hip like that. But of course I'll have to replace it. Tell the computer thanks and continue to try and isolate the power coupling. Stinko, the computer says, yo, homie, ain't no thing but a mooth off asterisk and chicken wong. No doubt, I be representin' to the fullest extension. And it's like that and that the way it is. Her. Hands stares at Stinkio for a good minute as the droid throws up his metal arms as if to say, Stinkio, hey, dude, this is your ship, okay? I'm just a poor little old protocol droid. Ask me no questions, I tell you no lies. Hands walk over to the top hatch hole. Hands, here. And Chunky. Chunky brings his head back through the trapdoor in the ceiling and whines. Hands glances up. Hands, you better replace the negative power coupling before my computer starts to perform run DMCs, my ideas, and we'll never get out of here. Meanwhile, Princess Lee finishes welding the valves she has been working on and attempts to RENGAGE the side level. At that moment, Hands slip inside and wraps his arms around Lee as she quickly pushes him off. Hands, hey, your almighty, royal BCHY worship, I'm only trying to help. Liz still struggling, would you please stop calling me that? Hands, sure, Lee. Liz, you make it so freaking difficult sometimes. Hands, hey, I can say the same thing about you broads, but I guess it comes with the territory, so get over it, babe. Liz, you know with statements like that the feminist will be all over you. Hands, actually, they will be all over Lee Brackett and Lawrence Kasdan, since they're the scriptwriters here, not me. But come on, admit it, sometimes you think I'm alright. Lee lets go of the lever and rubs her sore hands. That's not really that sore. Liz, occasionally. She gives a small smile, haltingly, maybe, when you weren't acting like a scoundrel. Hands laughs, scoundrel. Scoundrel. I like the sound of that, yeah, baby, yeah? With that, Hands takes her hand, that sentence structure was kinda weird, wasn't it? And starts to massage it. Liz, stop that. Hands, stop. What, do I make you horny, baby, yeah? Do I make you randy? Liz, her voice a little bit raised up. Please, Hands, stop it and let me go. Hands sees the serious look on her face and knows that he took it too far. He immediately lets go of her hand. Hands, sorry, princess. Don't know what came over me. Suddenly Lee grabs Hands, turns him around and pushes him against the other side of the wall. Liz, hey, flyboy, don't you know by now that when a girl says no, she really means yes? Hands, in a state of shock. Lee, listen, this really isn't necessary. I think maybe we need to get back to our work. Liz, as she give a devilish seductive grin. You in a hurry there, Hands? We got a little time before we get to the rendezvous point. We can use it too. She violently rips open his shirt to reveal his hairy chest. Get to know each other better. Hands, hooah. Now wait a minute, miss, I think. Lee, putting her finger over Hands' mouth, telling him to shush. What you think is irrelevant. What I think, however, is that this is long overdue. She begins to lick all over Hands' neck and kissing his chest. Hands, princess, please, I must say, madam, that this is highly irregular. She grabs both sides of his torn shirt and pulls high. George Lucas, next scene please. Next. Space asteroid field. The Imperial fleet moves through the asteroid-filled void. If it's filled, how is it a void? Intently seeking its prey. Hint. Vacuous Star Destroyer Bridge. Before Darth Vacuous are the hologram images of battleship commanders. One of them, Captain Nita, is talking with the Dark Lord. Nita. ... And that Lord Vader is the last time they appeared in any of our scopes. Considering the damage we've sustained, they must have been destroyed. Vacuous, then how could we have a plot? Nita, Vacuous, look, stop being such a baby. We're perfectly safe. Another commander throws up his arms in terror as his ship is hit by an asteroid. His hologram fades out. Vacuous, okay, so we lost one ship. Big deal. Statistically speaking, we had to lose at least one ship. Nita, pardon me for asking, sir, but couldn't we simply wait for them outside the asteroid belt? I mean, they have to come out eventually. The other commanders nod their heads enthusiastically. Vacuous, no. Now if you'll excuse me, I have to leave the asteroid belt. Captains, what? Vacuous, you heard me. I have to. Call the Emperor. Yes, that's it. I need to call the Emperor. Piet here was just telling me the Emperor called, didn't you, Piet? Piett, I don't remember any. Vacuous forcefully, I'm sure you remember, Admiral Piet. He glares at Piet. Piett, oh. Oh, right. That call. Yes, I distinctly remember the Emperor calling you about urgent. Stuff. Vacuous, that's what I know. Continue your search, captains. Admiral, take us out of the asteroid field, so that we can send a clear transmission. Hint. Vacuous Star Destroyer, Vacuous Chambers. Vacuous is alone in his chambers. A strange sound begins humming, and Vacuous kneels. Vacuous, what is thy bidding, my master? Emperor, there is a great disturbance in the force. Vacuous, I have felt it, my master. Emperor, we have a new enemy. Mar. In mid-sentence, the hologram disappears. Vacuous tentatively looks up. Vacuous, my master? A moment later, the hologram reappears, the Emperor spitting and cursing. Emperor, goddamn stupid AOL.
Oh, man.
It always kicks me off right in the middle of a conversation. Vacuous, shall I slay them for you, master? Emperor, later. Right now, we have more important matters to attend to. Clears throat. There is a great disturbance in the force. Vacuous. You already said that. Emperor. Oh, where did I leave off? Vacuous. We have a new enemy. Mar. Emperor. Oh, right. Marcus Streetwalker. Vacuous. Whatever you say, my master. Emperor. He could destroy us. Vacuous. Are you sure we're thinking about the same guy? Short toe-headed kid, whines a lot, got a really wizard astro-pop droid? Emperor. That's him. Vacuous. You've got to be kidding me. Emperor. The force is strong with him. Your son, the son of Streetwalker, must not become a Jedi. Vacuous. If he could be turned, he would become a powerful ally. Emperor. A minute ago you thought he was a whiny git. Now you want to recruit the kid? Make up your mind. Vacuous, waving his hand. He will become a powerful ally. Emperor. He will become a powerful ally. Vacuous, waving his hand. He will join us or die. Emperor. He will join us or die. Vacuous, waving his hand. You will give me a raise. Emperor. Not on your life. Vacuous. Damn. Ext. DAYGLOBAH. Short creature's house. Night. A heavy downpour of rain pounds through the gnarled trees. A strange Baroque mudhouse with neo lights saying home of the Big Willy Jedi Master shining bright in the night. Int. Short creature's house. R2, peeking in the window like he was O.J. Simpson spying on Nicole and Ron Goldman, sees inside the house. A very homey and dreary home. The short creature is in another area, his kitchen I would imagine, cooking up a meal fit for yoga. What the hell is his species called anyway? Closing parenthesis. Marcus, look, I'm sure it tastes just like Chef Boyardee used to make. I just don't understand why we can't see yoga now. Short creature, patience. Oh, young and eager student of infinite knowledge. For the Jedi it is time to eat as well. The wise Jedi once said that the power of the mighty falcon is discovered from how he spreads his wings. Marcus with an incredulous look on his face. What? Short creature with a wide-eyed grin and holding one finger upwards. Exactly. Hey. Marcus shakes his head in disgust and starts to move through the very cramped quarters, which we as the audience still don't have a clue as to how he got himself inside the house in the first place. He sits down near the fire and starts to mess with the creature's pet snake. Marcus, how far away is yoga? Will it take us long to get there? Short creature, not far. Yoga, not far. Patience, oh weak-minded perverted child of a Tatooine slave, soon you'll be with him. Tasting the food from the pot, PHEWWW, spitting out what he tasted, ARRRGHHH. Needs some more flavor. He pulls out from his little short pouch a small 16 ounces the bottle of Jack Daniels and begins to pour the liquor in the pot. Yeah. Now we're finally cooking. Why wish you become Jedi? Marcus, Yano, up until this point I really didn't have any idea what was my purpose. Oh, now I know, mostly because of my father, I guess. Short creature, your father. Powerful Jedi was he, impowerful Jedi, The wise Jedi once said concerning your father that he was faster than a speeding bullet and more powerful than a locomotive. But he was still able to leap tall buildings in a single bound. Marcus, that's not my father, you nitwit, you've just described Superman. Short creature, with the same wide-eyed grin, holding one finger upwards, exactly. Marcus, sounding really pissed off. Listen, Shorty, how could you even know my father? Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk T, you're bright at SS, don't even know who I am. Short creature, be calm, for I do know who you are. Marcus, oh you do? Well, this I got to see. Who am I then? Short creature, an impatient little whining at SS hole. Marcus, screaming and lunging to grab the short creature, asterisk, 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 you little troll. I'll kill you, wasting my damn time, like this. The creature turns and escapes Marcus's wrath. He runs to the opposite side of the room. He speaks to a third party. Short creature, irritated, I cannot teach him. The little bow, asterisk, 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 D has no patience. Been there's voice, he will learn patience. But didn't I tell you he was a whiner? Yoga, much stupidity in him, like his father. Marcus, oh my god, you're Yoga. Yoga lighting up a cigar and taking a puff in the flesh punk. Been there, finally appearing in his dead man spirit form sitting next to Yoga. Was I any different when you taught me? Voice in the air, in all actuality, you was worse. Binder turns to see another form materialize right next to him. The image takes the form of Binder in total shock. Holy asterisk 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 asterisk. Lee gone. What the hell are you doing here? Eli Gon's ghost laughing. I have returned to give you some support, my young Padawan. Binder, excuse me, didn't we just had a conversation in an humorous thread? That I said if I continue to help out Marcus then you would never bother us again, ever, I don't know, I believe. Ext. Asteroid Cave Millennium Fountain. The Millennium Fountain continues to lie low. Int. Asteroid Cave Millennium Fountain Cockpit. The cockpit is quiet and lit only by the indicator lights on the control panel. Princess Lee is in the pilot's seat painting her toenails. Hey, it's been a slow day. Suddenly, something outside the cockpit catches her eye. She peers out the window, trying to see something, when a large sucker attaches itself to the window. The young princess screams and bolts out of the cockpit. Int. Asteroid Cave Millennium Fountain Hold area. Hans is finishing wiring under some of the panels. Stinky oath, sir, if I might venture an opinion. Hans, no, look, I don't care how many times you suggest it, I'm not going to put the self-destruct on standby, just in case. Lee rushes into the cabin just as Hans drops the last floor panel. Liz, there's something out there. Hans, where? Liz, what do you mean, where? It's in the frickin' cave. As she speaks, there is a sharp banging on the hull. Chunky looks up and moans anxiously. Hans, I'm going out there. Liz, are you crazy? Hans, I just got this bucket back together, I'm not going to let something tear it apart. Liz, well at least take your glasses. Hans, leaving the ship, I don't need glasses. Ext. Asteroid Cave Millennium Fountain. Hans steps cautiously out of the ship, blaster at ready. It is very dark, too dark to see what is attacking the ship. Hans, ground sure feels strange. Doesn't feel like rock. He squints and looks around. Seen from his vision, the ship is nothing but a big gray blur, and the ground is a big lighter blur. Hans can't see anything in here. There is a soft chittering sound. Hans follows the sound to one of the treads. Sitting on the ground next to the tread is a small, furry blob. Hans squints but can't make it out. Hans, what the oh, it's a bird. Poor little birdie, you must have gotten hurt. He picks it up and bundles it in his coat. Int. Asteroid Cave Millennium Fountain Hold area. Lee and Chunky regard Hans as he steps in the door. Liz, did you find it? What was it? Hans, look what I found, everybody. He holds out his coat, revealing a very angry Minoc with a full set of very sharp teeth. With a squeal, it leaps out and latches onto Chunky's ankle. Chunky, ROOOWGH. Liz, what the hell are you doing bringing that thing in here? Stinky oath, good work, Master Hans. I'll go get some more. Chunky, rogue rough RAWGRO hug. Translation, get this thing off my leg. Hans, hey, back off, it's just scared. He leans down next to Chunky's leg, come on, birdie. Nice birdie. Let go of Chunky. The Minoc regards Hans for a minute, then lets go of Chunky and bites down on Hans' hand. Hans, OOOWWWWW. Kill it, kill it. He starts banging it against the wall. Hans, kill it. Kill it. Liz, Chunky, grab him. Chunky grabs Hans and pulls him over to the door. He manages to get the Minoc off and tosses it out. Liz, good riddance. Hans, yeah, but look what he did to my... The Minoc flies back in the door and lands on top of Hans' head. Hans, ow. Kill it. Liz, damn it. Chunky, grab it. Chunky pulls the Minoc off. Lee takes out her blaster and takes aim. Lee, pull. Chunky tosses the Minoc and Lee shoots it in midair. Suddenly the cave lurches, sending everyone swaying. Hans, wait a minute. He pulls out his blaster and shoots the floor. The entire cave lurches again, this time much more violently. Liz, oh, brilliant idea. When the cave starts collapsing, shoot it. Gosh, why didn't I think of that? Hans, this is no cave. Int. Millennium Fountain entry area. Hans, Lee and Chunky all head for the cockpit. Liz, the Empire is still out there, I don't think it's wise to. Hans, I was not X'd. DAYGLOBAH day. With Yoga strapped to his back, Marcus climbs up one of the many thick vines that grow in the swamp. This is rather difficult as he is doing this while trying to carry 3 heavy paper sacks filled.
Sorry. Go ahead. Shoot. That was sweet. Wasn't complete. Changes. Edit. Wait. No. That was a fleet. Wasn't complete. I got truncated now. So. Save changes. It's not that one. Late to my rest. Never late to rest. So, go with how it was. Your neighbor's was. One more him. Here, this is where it should be. No, not there. Not there, yes, there. Edit. It wasn't that one either. Wasn't that one either. Oh, no, buzz up again. No, no. Oh. Here we go. This should be it. It's annoying. Okay, that's okay. Oh, oh, thank you, Father. Thanks. Yeah. Oh, yeah, true. Fire rebels at us. Fire rebels at us. That was me there. Jeff. So, what's no, no, my screen's no, it's good. Mm. Mm. Oh yeah. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Right. Oh wait. Edit. Here should be it. I missed it. Good. Yeah. Jesus, I know that you're. Hey, what? Huh? What? No. Uh. Uh. Huh? Scanner. What? What? I what? Identify? Must have missed it. Even heads. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Oh, I found it. I found it. It's complete a major. Bruce, just don't see me and you're fine. We're fine. Okay. Oh, you probably is. Cicadas. Cicadas. Huh? How'd that happen? No committee. Thing into huh. We Hold on, something I gotta do. Top of your said. Oh. I need to send Magic a message. Start one. Or else it's wrong one. Thank you, Vo. Copy. Okay. Now. Copy. And start to fall asleep. Yes. One. Let's see if it was 0. I want to see how many replies it has. Reply 0. So okay, so all one thread then. Floating engine can. Safe. They fire rebels at us. Oh. Bird. Look. Oh. What? What the heck you doing? You get a thing in here. I'll go get some more. Oh. Yeah. Oh, skeet shooting. Oh, it's funny. Okay. 632. 2132. Okay. 32. What's 32? Home. Home on the range. Which were down to the lane. Let's see. Home, home on the range. I know I remember that movie because there was some parts I didn't want to see. Hello. Huh. At 6:21. Nice. Phone. Draft. And 6. And off. And finish. Empire strikes back. version finally by writing the final part of a truncated space from some period and save and there. He might have gotten early. Gotten a ride. Alright. Well, guys, that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'm gonna end it there. Good place to end it. It was 3 hours. I'll just Empire Strikes Back Part 3. Probably later on today or tomorrow. Maybe after work. After I take care of my laundry tomorrow.